and welcome to the Pretty Twisted Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Teresa and I will be your guide on this fiber arts adventure. It has been 3 months, more than that, since I've recorded. First, if you are new, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. I hope you like my content. If you do, maybe subscribe, like this video. I mean, that would be pretty cool. If you are returning, thank you for coming back and checking in on me. A lot has happened since February. Today is May 11th. So this is going to be a very tangenty episode because my head space is better, but not great yet, and I'm going to explain why before I show yarn. So if you're new here and you just want to see yarn, skip ahead a little bit, but I have to address something. It's been really hard to make this first video after this life-changing event that I'm going to talk about has happened. Okay, so Mimi is my maternal grandmother, and she moved in with my family 10 years ago when we lived in Hawaii, because she needed assistance. She couldn't drive, she couldn't walk. She could walk, but she was a fall risk. Anyways, she passed away February 11th. And it was really hard because we had all gotten COVID in August and we were fine. She was hospitalized and then put in a rehab facility for 2 weeks. And when she came back, hospice came, and she qualified to do home hospice because she said she did not want any more trips to the hospital. She didn't want any more emergencies. So she had a do not resuscitate order, and home hospice came in. I had to take a course in hospice care because I'm her primary caregiver. And toward the end, it was like every 2 hours. And then she went like, I hope this isn't triggering for anyone, but it was just really difficult, especially when she was like unresponsive but couldn't eat or drink anything. Anyways, my mom came February 10th, literally like 24 hours before Mimi passed away. So she was here, because we knew the doctors were like, it's only going to be a couple days. So I didn't sleep for like 5 days. And so there was just a lot of emotion. We were here in this room, this office yarn room is her room, which might be why it's been hard to sit in here and record. I pack orders in here, I'm on my computer in here, but I've never sat down and like talked to the camera in this room before. But anyways, there was a lot of stuff to go through. There's a lot of stuff to do when someone passes away. Her entire life's gatherings, furniture, like everything was in my house. So it was either, do we sell the house because we don't need this big of a house? What we ultimately ended up doing was turning what was her living room and is completely tiled. We turned that into a dye studio. It's still in my middle of my house. It's just not in my kitchen anymore. So my mom came to help me with the final affairs. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. I have no notes, no script, so I'm super sorry if it's tangency. I don't know that I'll even edit it that much, but I have so much yarn and I have missed doing this so much, and it has been 3 months and it is time to get back at it. And if I don't get through this first video, even if it's complete garbage, I'll never make another one. So what has changed is everything. Everything has changed. I am now, not that I wasn't like a full-time mom before, but I just worked all the time. And either Dave or I was taking care of Mimi. So Caitlin, who just turned 11, she's in 5th grade, has not had the best of me for many, many years. And there's a lot of guilt behind that. I'm not a bad mom. It was just that somebody else who needed me was more emergent, I guess. So I was just constantly running around putting fires out all the time. And now I actually have breathing space and I feel guilty about it. Right? It's odd to feel relief when someone passes away, but it's because I know she is with my grandpa. I know she's not in pain. And I know that we all just did the best that we could. If something else comes up about that, I'm just going to talk about it while I talk about yarn. I'm going to show you a couple of finished objects. I finished more than this, but I'm not going to go back 3 months and pull out everything I made. I think most of the socks have already been worn. So this is going to blow my camera out. This is a pair of socks I cranked on my Erlbacher Speedster sock knitting machine. That is so blown out. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. Anyways, I was playing with some neons, and this was just a one-of-a-kind colorway. I was just kind of playing in the studio, using some new equipment, and kind of dipping my toes into dyeing again after my mom was here for a month. I don't think I dyed anything. I couldn't knit. Everything I tried to knit, like my focus was, I was brain dead. Like everything I tried to knit, I would drop stitches. I couldn't crank. It's kind of coming back now, but I've just been knitting like vanilla. That's pretty much all my brain can handle is socks, vanilla, garter stitch. That's about it. But these are super fun. They glow in the black light. And this is on my Stardust base. This is a sock set called Pinkleberry. And I don't have any of these in my shop currently, but that is also on my Stardust base. I did a 3-tiered roll top and a little blue toe. So these are super cute. I'm totally out of practice. I'm like, where do I put my face? Where do I put this? Oh my god, am I in frame? I'm just gonna be cringe and own it. Be cringy. Own that cringe. And then I have another pair of socks. I knit these again on my Erlbacher sock machine, and I did a really cute little detail. This is called a scalloped rib. It gives it kind of a cute little flirty top. And this is a colorway that I dye called Rainy Days. I do have some of these in my shop. And again, it's on my Stardust base. I don't know why I'm so awkward and like not knowing where to put stuff, but if you've never tried my sparkle base, it's so hard to catch on film. It is extra super duper sparkly. It's lurex, so it's actually a ply in the yarn. It gives it like a star-like look, which is really cool. That's it. That's my finished objects that I brought. So I had started to say, it's not like I wasn't a mom to Caitlin, I was, but Dave took her to school, picked her up, did her school stuff. I mean, she was homeschooled all of, okay, so what was it? Half of 2nd grade and all of 3rd grade during the pandemic. So that's a lot for me, and I'm enjoying and soaking up every second of it. I have been just spending as much time with Caitlin and Haley, but Haley's almost 20, so she works full time, so she isn't here as often, but I get up in the morning to set my intention, and it's like, be a good mom. That's always first. I'm always like, okay, Teresa, be a good mom. Not that I wasn't before, but like, be present. Don't work. Stop working. Like, when she comes home, pay attention to her. Help her with her homework. And at 11, she's going to be needing some guidance coming up soon. And then I go, okay, be a good human. And then I'm like, don't be stabby. Like, don't stab anybody. I usually get through the day and like accomplish those 3 things. That's like a huge thing. And then I'm like, okay, put pants on. Take Caitlin to school. So throughout the day, I'm just like, what's the next right thing to do? Do something nice for someone, even if you don't want to, or even if it's somebody you don't know. I did that yesterday. I went to go pick up Caitlin, and the ice cream truck was down, and it was like 107 degrees outside, and she walks from the school like into our community, so it's just a short like couple block walk, and then I pick her up in not in the school parking lot, in the parking lot where we live. Anyways, she's like, oh mom, it's the ice cream truck, and I was like, usually I'd have been like, get in the car, we're going home. I don't want to be outside any longer than I have to. So, dude, I got out of the car. I have new sneakers, and they give me superpowers. I got out of the car, we freaking walked down, got my kid an ice cream, and we walked back up the hill. It felt so good. I know that sounds like such a simple thing, but these are things I wasn't able to do before. So, that was a tangent. Told you that would happen. Let's talk about works in progress. Okay, so I have a cast on and have been working on a Cozy Memories blanket. And these are mostly all colorways that I dye, except I have a little square here that is from Freckled Whimsy 24 stripe Advent skein. So I'm just kind of doing this with like no rhyme or reason. Just got retrospect, party pony. Is it in focus? I don't know. Macy Maid, Semi-Charmed, Jazz Hands, I don't remember, and then Freckled Whimsy. And I am using Signature Needle Arts 3mm straight needles, because they're fancy and I like them, and I got my Yarnable box. I mean, stop it. Stop it right now with the unicorn. Like, do you know what I had on these before? Gingerbread men. So, that's fun. And I'm also working on a sock. Shaka. And I'm knitting this sock cuff down. This is a colorway that I dyed called Bohemia. And I just love the pooling. I love it. I love it. I love it. What I'm going to do on this sock, I'm just going to knit it. And I'm not going to alternate rows or anything. And then I'm going to, for the second sock, I'm going to split the skein in half and alternate rounds. One cake from the outside, the other cake from the middle. And I'm going to see the difference that it makes. And I just think that'll be really fun. Bohemia, so I didn't expect the response I got for this colorway. Everybody really wanted it, so by the time you see this, or maybe if you see this before, these will be available dyed to order Friday, May, seriously, Friday, May 12th at 12 noon Eastern. This is what the cake looks like. I mean, I just love rainbows so much. Let me grab, this is in the skein on my DK base. So you will be able to pre-order these in my shop update, which is again tomorrow, Friday the 12th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So I can't wait to see progress on that. And I know you're thinking, Tracy, you have a sock machine. Why are you knitting socks? Because, I have to have something on the needles that I can, like, knit in the car or wherever. I will always have a sock on the needle, always. I've been trying to, like, limit them, but it's hard, you guys. Okay, so the other work in progress, I'm going to show you the cake first. Do you remember last year when I dyed a little colorway called Punky Power? It was an international success. Worldwide, people were knitting this yarn. I'm just kidding. There was like 12. But I wanted to dye it again, but use the same colors, but a little bit of a different technique. And I love the name, so I'm not renaming it. It's a little bit punchier than original Punky Power. This is the cake. And this is the skein. You guys wanted to see it opened up? So, yup, that's Punky Power. And here it is on Sparkle. I mean, I can't. So I'm knitting Punky Power. That was the cake. And this is how it's knitting up. And I'm going to do the same thing. So on the second sock, I'm going to alternate between two cakes. But the same skein, not two skeins. I'm just curious how that will work. But so far, this is Punky Power. I kind of always hesitate to like show some of these colorways because your mileage will vary. Not it might, it will. I mean, if a butterfly farts in the room, your tension's going to change. So, I mean, it's going to depend on your needle size, your tension, your stitch count. It could do all kinds of different things. So, what I would suggest with like highly variegated yarn like that, if you don't want that color blocking and it's a small circumference project, take the skein, make it into a cake, and then use a scale and make two 50-gram cakes, and then alternate skeins. Now, on a bigger project or a project back and forth, it's going to look completely different. So, yeah, I guess that is all I'm working on. Yep, those 3 whips. So now, let's move on to shameless self-promotion. Hey, guess what? I have a yarn shop. It's prettytwistedyarns.com. Oh, also, you can find me on Instagram. That is where I am most active, or that's the only place I'm active. That's Instagram. Pretty Twisted Yarns. I'm going to show you what is going to be in the shop and what is going to be happening for Friday, May 12th at 12 noon. Advent's round 2 will go live. I'm so excited about this Advent. It is a neon gradient. I don't want to say any more. It's going to be spectacular. It is a gradient, a 24-day rainbow neon gradient. So it isn't going to be like every day is a surprise. It's definitely like a cohesive Advent. And because of my new equipment and stuff, round 1 is done. So I can open up round 2. That's also going to happen tomorrow, May 12th, Friday. 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So, I don't know if I can figure out how. I'll put like a little, my mood board for the Advent. It's 24 individually wrapped mini skeins that are 20 grams each, and then one 100-gram skein to open on the 25th. And there'll be a few extras here and there, but there's not going to be any huge amount of extras. And I also have a couple of one-of-a-kind skeins. Again, I was just kind of trying new techniques, different dyes. Let's see. Teeny little micro speckles. Little pops of pink and purple. There's even like little pops of orange. So I have one on my plump base, which is a plump fingering high twist that I'm thinking about carrying in the shop. It's definitely, it has like 394 yards per 100 grams, where Lavish has 436. So I have one of each of these. And there's going to be dyed to order unicorn droppings. This is a speckled neon blacklight reactive colorway paired with a pink and a purple. Super, super pretty. Oh, I have these right here. Let me grab them. I don't know why I didn't. I did knit a pair of these. I hand knit these. I'm messing my whole thing up, yo. Why you gotta be so rude? Seriously. Dude. Oh my gosh. It fell behind it fell behind my dresser. I'm back. Who's ready? Criminy. Okay, well anyways, this is one of the socks. It's so blown out. Let me see. Maybe I can... No, other way. I made it worse. Hold please. Okay, well, I don't know. It might just be blown out because I'm a ding-dong. Maybe that's better. So I just kind of did like 3 little stripes in between 2 stripes of the main color, a heel, slip stitch heel flap, and gusset. And then I kind of did the same little, like I get roller rink vibes from these socks. The other one of which I'm gonna have to move a freaking dresser. I have to move this whole thing to get my freaking sock. It's good to be back. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I also have one of these left. This is halfway to Haunts because it is almost Halloween. Are you excited? I am. So this is black and orange, and there are subtle little green and purple speckles paired with a purple and green halfway to Haunts. This is another skein I have available in my shop called Unicorn Tears. And again, one of a kind. I was just playing with techniques, the little black speckles. Kind of pastel, a little different from what I normally dye, but I think it's coming out pretty true on here. Forgive the quality of this video, y'all. It's been a hot minute. And then I have like some more one-of-a-kinds where I was just like playing around. This is a DK skein. It's really cute. If no one buys this, I might make some DK socks. I don't know. So that's also black light reactive. I think that's all I have. But you guys, because you've stuck with me, because you've subscribed, because you've loved me when I haven't loved myself, and because you're amazing. I want to do a giveaway for this episode because this Pretty Twisted Yarns is all brand new. Like, not all brand new, but the space and just all of the things. So, where did I put it? This is a one-of-a-kind skein. It will glow somewhat in a black light. And I need you to comment down below and say the word giveaway. And then whatever you want to say. This way I can go through. That way if you don't want the yarn and you want to comment, just don't say giveaway. And I will announce the winner next week. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try a routine. Yeah. So, thank you for letting me ramble. Hopefully I'll get more in the groove and get better at this. I have no idea what I forgot to say. Or maybe I said something I shouldn't have said. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But, yeah, I love you all. Peace, love, and happy knitting. Listen, take care of yourselves and each other.